Donald Trump had a 4th of July meltdown on Truth Social, and I'll walk you through kind of what he's been up to on Truth Social and then get to a super dangerous message he put out kind of the early hours of July 5th. But first, here's this. As my poll numbers go higher and higher, he says, the communists, Marxists, and fascists get more and more crazy with their ridiculous indictments and election interference plans and plots. Of course, he's referring to him being legally held accountable for his seemingly clear violations of the law, all controlled by an out-of-control and very corrupt DOJ and FBI. They have weaponized law enforcement in America at a level not seen before. Deranged Jack Smith, who is a sick puppet of A.G. Garland and crooked Joe Biden, should be defunded and put out to rest. Republicans must get tough or the Dems will steal another election. MAGA, of course, the Dems did not steal an election. Trump lost to what he calls, or who he calls, Sleepy Joe, or now Crooked Joe. He lost. And then he did say Happy 4th of July, by the way, with a video of him speaking in Pickens, South Carolina, which I was at. Yikes. And then that photo. And then, this is wild. He responded to someone who posted a graphic, a visual of some kind that says 81 million votes, and I've never seen a pro-Biden hat, shirt, or flag in my life. And then there's a flag that says F Biden and F you for voting for him. Isn't the point of this that he didn't get votes? So who are you effing then? I don't know. But maybe those who vote for Biden aren't as obsessed with being in a cult as Trump supporters are. And that's why there's less hats and flags that represent him. And Trump said, true, no Biden hats anywhere. Never seen one. Again, less interested in the cult-like celebration of a person, instead interested in the policies that they'll implement. Which I wish MAGA would change their view on that. But interestingly, this is just an example of how unserious this political movement is, where the leading candidate within the GOP is responding to someone saying F his opponent and agreeing. And then he says, massive prosecutorial misconduct is currently taking place in America. False. The weaponization of law enforcement cannot be allowed to happen. Crime and inflation are rampant. Our borders are open. Our elections are rigged. Our economy is in shambles. Our energy independence is gone. Our leader is mercilessly mocked, and our country is being destroyed both inside and out. So many incorrect things there. Borders aren't open. Crime and inflation aren't rampant. Crime's dropping and inflation is as well. Let's see, economy is not in shambles. We've gone through that multiple times now. The specifics of that very recently, mercilessly mocked. Biden has seen much higher approval worldwide compared to when Trump was president by other countries. Our country's not being destroyed inside and out. And I might have missed something, but you get the point. Do the people of this once great nation even have a choice but to protest the potential doom of the United States of America 2024? Now, why is that dangerous? Is protesting bad? No, protesting is great. It's because Trump has a track record when it comes to this type of language and what it can lead to. And so him understanding that to be the case and calling for this has an extra level of danger to it when he's saying our entire country's falling apart, our leader was elected illegitimately, everything's going to hell, the only way you can save it is to protest. That is dangerous coming from him with the violence that we know MAGA can engage in, especially with no caveat of make sure that it is peaceful, even though the word by itself is perfectly great, of course, being protesting. And then we'll wrap up this 4th of July truthing, as it's called, with a video he posted hyping himself up that someone else, I guess, had truthed and he re-truthed it or something. This is what he does, as I've mentioned, whenever he's feeling down in the dumps and he's really scared about his legal troubles, he posts hype videos for himself.
This is the final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
So for our podcast listeners, it was just him walking at the camera and music playing. So there's that. Hopefully his followers won't respond to the detached from reality fear mongering in any way that he's been putting out there, except for in peaceful ways. But it's pretty scary because, like I said, we've seen what this can cause. And also, this is even more, in the eyes of his followers, extreme. The election was stolen, and now on top of that, they're locking him up. When in reality, that's not what's happening. He's being subjected to the law, and he's getting due process and all of it. But if he does indeed end up being convicted in one of these areas, then there's the possibility for something really scary. And I'll continue to say, I hope peaceful from MAGA. But as y'all saw when I talked to Trump supporters on the ground at his Pickens, South Carolina rally, some of them aren't exactly buying into the importance of staying peaceful.